Good morning, students. So today we are going to start the last topics of our third unit, and the topics are molecular mass and mole concept. So we are going to discuss about molecular mass, gram molecular mass, and how to calculate molar mass of any molecule. Similarly, we will be discussing in detail about the mole concept. Okay. So first of all, molecular mass. The molecular mass of a substance is the sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms in a molecule of the substance. Okay, so what is the definition? What we have to do? We have to see the molecule just like here. This is a molecule. Okay. Now what we have to do for calculating its molecular mass? We have to add the atomic masses of all the atoms present in this molecule. Okay, now see, since atomic mass is a relative atomic mass, so what we can say that molecular mass is also relative mass, okay, which is expressed in terms of atomic mass unit or unified mass. Either we can represent it as AMU or as U. Okay, so let us check it with example. Suppose we have to find out the molecular mass. Mostly what we write, we just write molecular mass. We don't write this word relative. It is understood that we have taken a relative molecular mass. Okay. So if we want to calculate molecular mass of H2O or HNO3, then how we will go ahead? First, for H2O. In H2O, there are 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. So 1 atom of oxygen weighs 16 unified mass, and 1 atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 U, 1 unified mass, or 1 AMU. So molecular mass will be the sum of these all. So 2 into 1 plus 1 into 16, it is 18 U, or we will say 18 AMU. Okay, so we can write either way. Either 18 AMU we can write, or we can write 18 U. Okay. Now molecular mass of HNO3, it will be the sum of atomic mass of hydrogen, atomic mass of nitrogen, and 3 times the atomic mass of oxygen. So the answer will be 63 U. So what you have to do, you can only solve these questions if you know what is the value of atomic mass. Okay. Now one more term comes, formula unit mass, or we say formula mass. Formula mass or formula unit mass, it is one and same thing. The formula unit mass of a substance is a sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms in a formula unit. Formula unit mass is calculated in the same manner as we calculate the molecular mass. The only difference is that we use the word formula unit for those substances whose constituent particles are ions. Now see, just like in our last video, what we said how we can frame the formula of a compound in which there are ions. So just like NaCl is with us, so NaCl is the compound which is made up by the combination of ions. So what we will do, we will say the word formula unit mass for this, and we will not say molecule. Okay, why? Because this compound is made up of ions. Okay, so what you can remember, you have to remember that if a particular compound is made up by the combination of ions, then we have to use the word formula mass, not molecular mass. Okay, and the calculation is same. We have to just add the atomic masses of all the atoms present in the one formula unit of the compound. Just like one formula unit of sodium chloride is NaCl. So its formula unit mass will be 1 time atomic mass of sodium plus 1 time atomic mass of chlorine. So it will be equal to 58.5 unified mass. Okay. Now let us come to mole concept. Okay, so first of all, the word mole was introduced around 1896 by Wilhelm Ostwald. who derived the term from the Latin word moles, which means a heap or pile. Okay, a substance may be considered as a heap of atoms or molecules. The unit mole was accepted in 1967 to provide a simple way of reporting a large number, the massive heap of atoms and molecules in a sample. So what we can say, that it is the chemist's unit of counting particles. Mole is, it is like a unit, and what for this unit is? This unit is for counting the number of particles present in a particular amount. Okay. Now, why this was designed? See, let us study it with the help of an example. Now see, if we take the reaction of formation of water, then balanced equation is 2H2 plus O2, it gives 2H2O. Okay, now from this balanced equation, what we can say? We can define this relation, this equation in two ways. In the very first way, two molecules of hydrogen combine with one molecule of oxygen to form two molecules of water. See, two molecules of hydrogen are combining with one molecule of oxygen, and there is formation of two molecules of water. This is first way to express. Second way is in the terms of their molecular masses. Now see, what is the molecular mass of H2? It is 2 unified mass. Now there are two molecules of H2, so it means total mass is 4. Okay, so 4 unified mass of hydrogen combines with 32 unified masses of oxygen, and there is formation of 36 unified masses of water. Okay, so this is another way to express this equation. Okay, now how mole was described? Now mole was described first of all in terms of number. So how it is? The mole, its symbol is MOL. We have to just replace, we have to just delete E if we want to write the symbol. Okay, it is the SI unit of amount of substance. 1 mole contains 6.022. Okay, this is the value, but what we have to do is, we have to remember only this value, 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23. Okay, so this number is very big number. It's a very large number. Okay, so it means if we have 1 mole of any substance, then it means we are having these many particles. Okay, now this number is the fixed numerical value of the Avogadro constant. Avogadro constant is denoted by Na, and its units are mole inverse, and it is called Avogadro number. So if question comes that what is Avogadro number, then what you will say? Avogadro number is denoted by Na, and it is equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23. This is Avogadro number. Okay, this way you will write. Okay, now the amount of substance, what is symbol? Mole, symbol of mole is small n. Small n denotes the amount of substance. Okay, or number of moles of a substance. Now an elementary entity may be an atom, a molecule, or ion, or electron, or any other particle or specified group of particles. See, what is the meaning of this line? Meaning of this line is that just like we say 1 dozen, it only means 12 in number. If we say 1 gross, then it means 144 in number. Similarly, 1 mole, it may be anything, is equal to this much in number. Just like we say 1 dozen of banana, so it means 12 banana. If I will say 1 mole of banana, then it means 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 bananas. Okay, so what is mole now? Mole is just a unit for counting particles. Okay, those particles may be anything. If I am saying atom, then they are atoms. If I am saying molecule, then molecule, ions, or it may be anything. Okay, now when we talk about mole in terms of mass, now we are relating mole with mass. Okay, mass of 1 mole of a substance is equal to its relative atomic or molecular mass in gram. The atomic mass of an element gives us the mass of one atom of that element in atomic mass units. Okay, now see, understand this. When we say what is the atomic mass of hydrogen, what our answer is? Our answer is 1 AMU. Okay, or we say it is 1 U. It means that one atom of hydrogen has its mass 1 atomic mass unit. Okay, or it is equal to 1 unified mass. Okay, now see, units matter. When I write 1 kg, okay, then unit is kilogram. When I write 1000 gram, then unit is gram. So see, this number changes with the units. When I am taking unit gram, then I have to write 1000. When I have to write kilograms, then I will write only 1. So this is the number which changes with the units. Okay, so this is what we are going to say here now. Okay, now see, one more thing first of all. What do we mean by gram atomic mass? When atomic mass is expressed in grams, then we will say it is gram atomic mass. Just like for hydrogen, atomic mass is 1 U and gram atomic mass is 1 gram. Okay, now see, what is the difference of this unit? This is what you have to understand. Okay, now see, if I am writing that atomic mass of hydrogen is equal to 1 U and gram atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 gram, then what is the meaning in terms of number? C? It means if I take one unified mass of hydrogen, then I am taking only one atom of hydrogen. Okay, but when I am saying 1 gram, then it means I am taking 1 mole of hydrogen atoms. In 1 gram of hydrogen, there are these many atoms. Okay, whereas in 1 U unified mass of hydrogen, there is only 1 atom of hydrogen. Okay, now similarly 16U, it is the gram atomic mass of oxygen. So when I say 16 AMU or 16U, then it means it is representing only 1 atom of oxygen. But when I am saying 16 gram, then it means it is representing 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 atoms. So what is the definition? Definition is 1 mole of any atom has mass equal to its gram atomic mass. Okay, if I am having 1 mole of any atom, then it means how much amount I have, whatever is the gram atomic mass. See, if I say I have 1 mole of carbon, okay, then I want to say how much carbon I have in grams. So it will be equal to gram atomic mass of carbon. It means 12 gram. So if I take 12 gram of carbon, then it means I am taking 1 mole of carbon. Okay. Similarly, if there is a molecule, then again in the same way, gram molecular mass is equal to molecular mass expressed in grams. Just like in case of water, we write its gram molecular mass is 18 AMU. So if I write 18 gram, then it means this is 1 mole of molecules of water. Okay, it means 1 mole of molecules of water. And if it is 1 mole, then it means 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 molecules of water. Okay. Now, see what you have learnt now. You have learnt that if I have some atom and I am asked that what will be the weight of 1 mole of this atom, then weight will be equal to gram atomic mass of atom. And if I have a molecule, then weight of 1 molecule will be equal to gram molecular mass. Okay, so this is what you have learnt. Now, chemists need the number of atoms and molecules while carrying out reactions, and for this they need to relate the mass in grams to the number. So it is done by this. If I am taking 1 mole, then it means in terms of number I am taking this much, 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 atoms. Okay, and in terms of weight, it is equal to gram atomic mass or gram molecular mass. It depends on about which element or molecule we are talking about. Okay, so if I talk about 1 mole of carbon, then it means there are 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 atoms of carbon. Okay, and this in terms of weight, it is equal to gram atomic mass of carbon. It means it is 12 gram. Okay, so now this is the diagram which shows how these two things are related. Okay, when we take 1 mole of carbon atom, then it means 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 atoms of carbon or 12 gram of carbon. 1 mole of hydrogen atom, these many hydrogen atoms, and in terms of weight it is 1 gram. 1 mole of any particle will contain Avogadro number of particles and its mass will be equal to its atomic mass or molecular mass. Okay, 1 mole of molecule will be equal to Avogadro number of molecules and molecular mass in grams. Okay, so this is what is mole concept. Now how to use this mole concept for calculating different numericals. Okay, now see first question, calculate the number of moles for the following. We are given 52 gram of helium and we have to calculate its number of moles. So what is the formula? See, we have done number of moles is equal to given mass divided by molecular mass. So the element here is helium. So what is the atomic mass of helium? It is 4U and gram atomic mass of helium will be 4 gram. So number of moles will be equal to weight of substance. What is the weight of substance? 52. So 52 is divided by 4 and there will be 13 number of moles. Small n denotes number of moles, small m denotes weight of given substance, capital M denotes molecular weight of given substance. Now second is, we are given number. If I have these many number of helium atoms, then how many moles are there? Now see, one more formula to calculate the number of moles. Number of moles is equal to number of given particles divided by Avogadro number. So given number of particles are 12.044 into 10 raised to power 23 and Avogadro number value is 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. So number of moles is equal to 2. So from this question, what do we know? We know about two formulae to calculate the number of moles. First is number of moles is equal to given mass over molecular mass, and second formula is number of moles is equal to given number of particles divided by Avogadro number. Okay, now let us come to second question. Calculate the mass of following: 0.5 mole of nitrogen gas. Okay, now see, we are given nitrogen gas, so it is a molecule. Combination of atoms means molecule. So first of all, we should know what is the molecular mass of nitrogen. So we have to calculate the molecular mass of N2. It is 2 multiplied by atomic mass of nitrogen. So 2 into 14. So this is equal to 28. Okay. Now we are given 0.5 moles. What is the weight? So total mass is equal to molecular mass multiplied by number of moles. So number of moles are 0.5. Total molecular mass is 28. So what is the mass? 14 gram. Okay. Similarly, when we are given only atoms, then we have to multiply with gram atomic mass. So gram atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 and number of atoms are 0.5. Number of moles are 0.5. Gram atomic mass is 14. So mass is equal to 7 gram. Okay. Now similarly, we have to calculate the mass of 3.011 into 10 raised to 23 number of atoms. So first of all, we have to calculate the number of moles. So first we will calculate the number of moles by using this formula. Okay. So this way number of moles are equal to, this way from here we can calculate it is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Now we will multiply with gram atomic mass of nitrogen. So total mass is equal to molecular mass or atomic mass. Here it will be atomic mass because there are atoms. Okay, so atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 multiplied by number of moles. Number of moles is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 multiplied by 14, and this will be equal to 7 grams. Okay. Now similarly, this is the number and this is the molecule. So first of all we have to calculate the number of moles. Number of moles is equal to 1. Okay, and molecular mass is equal to 28. So 28 into 1 means it is 28 gram. Okay, so this was simple. Now calculate the number of particles in each of the following. Now we have to calculate the number of particles. Now what we will do, we will calculate the number of moles first, then we will say that 1 mole has particles Avogadro number. So these many moles will have particles equal to Avogadro number multiplied by number of moles. Okay. So first question is 46 gram of sodium, how many particles are there? Okay. So first of all we calculate the number of moles. Number of moles are this much. Okay. Now number of moles are known to us, then we will multiply number of moles with Avogadro number. So number of moles is equal to 2 and Avogadro number is equal to 6.022 into 10 raised by 23. So our answer comes out to be 12.044 into 10 raised by 23. Okay. Now for 8 gram of O2 molecules, number of moles 8 divided by 32 multiplied by Avogadro number. So this is equal to this much into this. So this is the answer. Similarly 0.1 mole, here we are given the number of moles. So in 1 mole there are Avogadro number of particles. So in 0.1 mole we have to multiply it with 0.1. So the answer is 6.022 into 10 raised to power 22. 1 0 gets cancelled. Okay, so whatever we have discussed till now, on the basis of this you have to solve these home assignments. Okay, thank you.